now we're gonna explain this ridiculous self-adjuster thingy. So, as you see, it goes in here. There's a slot in the top, and on the bottom there's this little peg. I'll call it the little peg that sticks out. Of course, you got your spring. Then you have your knurls on this on the adjusting piece, and your knurls on the stationary piece. So basically, how this works is over time, when you push the brakes out, or an easy way to do it is pull the parking brake a bunch if it's not stuck, like most Minnesota cars are. Surprisingly, this wasn't stuck. So we tested that already on the other side. So all it does is over time, this will move and it'll get pushed out, and it can't come back because the spring is pushing against the knurls. So that's actually going in on the side, or out, depending on how you. Yeah, it's going in. So then it'll go this way. So then you got to get it. It's really annoying to get out. So there, you gotta slip it in a little crooked and kind of do that. So then I see there's a little hole on that side, and then of course the spring goes over here. Problem that we had before is it looks like that hole, that little spring coil fits perfectly around there. So we had trouble on the other side because we took this apart, thinking it'd be hard to put back together.
Big mistake. But
we got this. We started like, okay, because if this is in the right location, it looks like this should go right on here. But we realized we were completely backwards. So you see, that you would expect that little hole in there to like hook on here, like hook on that, but it doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't. We learned it the hard way after a few hours. So we only watched like 3 YouTube videos, and then we actually took apart this side a little bit and looked at this side just to make sure.
YouTube University.
So all it is just there's a slide right here, and the spring just holds it.
So the key is when you're putting it back together, loosen the adjustment all the way up, so the springs are easy to get on.
So all the way.
And then you go through and adjust it while you put the drums.
So the lowest you can go is about there, because you got to get this got to stay pretty much in line with this. It's easy to tell because that's just like punched out on this side, which is that little hole in the same spot. So if that stays in line with your slot, then everything's okay. So this simply just clips into kind of sits into this side like this. So as you see, the parking brake, when you pull the parking brake, it
moves it.
It automatic. It's like prioritized because you see how it sticks out a little bit farther than the main brakes do. So that's that. So then all you do is, of course, you got your ABS thing. You got your ABS teeth right back here in your sensor, so you can see right there. And then you have there's 2 bolts back, 2 8mm bolts back here, and then you have your 11 millimeter line, which on the other side it wasn't very rusty, but this looks a little bit rustier, so we might have a little bit of trouble taking this part off.
Yeah, so this will be a challenge.
But it should be good. So now we're gonna take the wheel cylinder off, and we'll just show you guys doing that. So we went to go grab our box and open end set of flying wrenches. Don't know where it went. The Harbor Freight set skips the 11, so don't buy that if you want to do this. Use Grandpa's really old Snap-on crow's feet. They're really nice to get on there and loosen that up. You can't get down here with anything basically, other than a box and open end, and that just starts to twist it, which happened to us a little bit. So
long story short, usually the passenger side is rustier, and fittings are worse coming off. On this one, this is way rustier than the other side. So we're going to work this back and forth, give a little shot of the high performance Walmart lubricant, and we'll get her off.
So we should actually have this off in a very short period of time.
Okay, we'll come back. Okay, so this part we're going to speed up. Can you turn it by hand? No, sir. Okay, so leave that snug. Turn it back in a little bit because that's going to start dousing the brake business.
Okay, now we need our pan back, don't we?
So is
That's not gonna come back in easy. Where's gonna be stuff?
the pan's above it. There we go.
Okay, so then
So twist that. We'll fast forward this part. So twist that back in a little bit. Yep, just so we don't drip.
There we
anymore.
go.
Okay. So now we want to try to get the bolts out of the back of the master.
okay, so then
The wheel cylinder.
where's the? You can just leave it around. We'll just
Okay.
we'll edit this quick part out.
Those are 11s,
Nope, these are 8s.
8s.
Okay, so I'll give a quick break to get this out. So we got this loose, as you guys saw. Then we just tightened it back up a little bit in there. Our fan over there is blowing this up over there. So
Fixed.
fix that. So there's 2 little 8mm on either side back here
Of the
of the wheel cylinder,
wheel cylinder guy.
which if you see.
Rock Auto, thank you very much.
Yep. As you see, my very clean hands. Not gonna open it. As you can see, there's 2 threaded holes, and then here's the line comes out kind of at an angle shooting this way. So that sits in there just like this. So we got to get these 2 8mm bolts right back here out. So I'll give you a quick shot of that. So those little 2 guys back there, right by our bleeder, kind of hard to get a shot. You can tell, got that good Ford logo right on that shackle. So good old FORD. So we'll just spin these things out quick, and yeah.
Help with mirrors from out of the way. Wrap on the cylinder first.
What do you mean?
Pound on the ceiling.
Pound on the cylinder.
Ceiling. Wrap is another word for pound.
Oh, that I understand, but I didn't mean. Well, they've come loose, so.
Oh, that one's. Oh, where do we have an 8mm X one? 'Cause that one started to spin on us, I think.
Oh, those aren't 6.
Mm-mm.
Is the ratchet 6?
Oh, there we go. I got it down on it. Good.
Keep using the box end.
I'll just test. It's not loose, so
Oh, that's just twisting on it.
yeah.
Okay.
So our little Pittsburgh Pro, the professional series, of course. So I got a big ratchet and I have the little ratchet. It's nice because it's got a little flexi head, and it's got.
Spinner or not?
We got it off.
It's nice because it got that little flexi head, and so we just used a little 8mm socket. So I run 12-point box and open. Didn't cut it anymore. So if I can find, make sure you get your boot nice and clean.
You're sitting right on top of the box and opening.
You gotta make sure you sit right on top of your box and open it.
Keep it warm.
Your nice ratchet wrench. So
So spin them out.
you can just get in there. Make sure it's going the right direction. So we'll put that in our one parts tray. We'll make sure we don't lose the other clip, so we'll put that with our, these look like little baby valves. So those are kind of cute. Or like little like pawns for a chessboard. That'd actually be a cool metal chessboard or something. You know, just gotta take apart just a few contours.
To get enough pounds.
Yep, you got your 8 per side. Now, we got our bolts off. So now,
So tap it side to side a little bit, maybe. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't want to shoot the pistons out. That'll be a big mess. Okay, keep. So, okay, since the line was not cooperating with us going into the wheel cylinder, we're now going to attempt to take that off on the vise so we can get it wiggled out.
you can just heat that baby up red hot. Maybe not that hot. Don't want to ruin your brake line. We just don't want to end up having to bend up a new one.
Yeah, we don't want to make another parts run. Alright, that's good. See if it'll wiggle out.
Kind of just would not be a bad idea to take off your gloves you've been wearing. Don't get them too ridiculously oily.
Yeah, rubber gloves might be a good idea for this job. Okay, focus on. Focus. Focus.
True mechanics don't wear rubber gloves though.
Be gentle with it.
There we go.
Like Grandpa said, you always want to be gentle with these.
So we will now attempt to get that loose from there.
So we'll get back to this, but we'll start making sure we have all of our parts and stuff for assembly.